What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Gould's Gaming and Tech channel. I've gotten tons of requests from you guys wondering, how did I get my phone customized the way I did? What are the exact steps? Please make a video on it. I was gonna do it anyway, but you guys have definitely motivated me to kickstart that video a little bit sooner than later, just for you guys. I want to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. So obviously I have the Galaxy S24 Ultra. I love this phone. There's so much you can do with it, so much customizations. I want to give you guys a bit of insight, you know, some tips and tricks, free of course. There's only one thing you might have to pay for if you decide to go that route, but you don't have to. You can accomplish this look without it. But anyways, yeah, this is the Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I'm basically going to show you how to take your phone from this to this, or if you want to pay for this. Now, these options are very easy to accomplish, and I'm going to show you that. These are the top 10 customization features for your Galaxy S24 Ultra, or pretty much any Samsung Galaxy phone that you may come across. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's definitely appreciated. And if you're new or returning, by the end of this video, if you enjoy the content and you love my bubbly personality, make sure to hit that like button. It's the best way that I and YouTube knows you guys enjoy this kind of content. Without any further ado, let's get into customizing your phone and making it your own. And really quick side note, I gotta address this because he gets mad when I don't. Spidey is in the building. He is our official timekeeper. He makes sure these videos are short and sweet for you because I know you guys got things to do. The goal for Spidey is to get you guys from point A to point B as quick as possible. So the first thing you want to do is make sure your Galaxy S24 Ultra is set to the default theme. If you have a different theme already set for it, just go to themes. So you would just go to your search bar right here, type in themes, click on this, and then when you go to my stuff, click on my stuff. Just make sure you click default again and then click on apply. So you're starting with a fresh blank canvas. That's the first thing you want to do, but that's not really one of the top 10 features. All right, so the first thing you want to do is download some apps. Okay, now I'm not gonna bombard you guys with too many apps. It's just 2 apps that you really need to download, a third if you want to pay for a certain feature, but if you don't care for that, just 2. And the first one is KWGT. So KWGT, this is what the app looks like. You can go into the Play Store. You can find this app with no problem. Make sure you download that if you want to be able to customize some clock widgets if you don't want to use the default Samsung ones. And the next app that you want to download is the HDQ Walls right here. That is this app, free again, but yes, this has very high quality 4K HDR, whatever you want to call it, wallpapers. Now this is what you're going to use as the base to be able to customize. And the last app, which is optional, that you do not have to download, but if you want to accomplish that particular look, will be this Lensa app right here. Basically, this app takes selfie pictures of you. You have to upload about 10 of them, and then it creates these AI images. So for example, it will create some packs for you based on the customization settings that you set for yourself. As you can see, I have a lot of AI generated photos of myself, same here. So that will be able to allow you to accomplish another look. The second step I want you guys to take is to be able to select a wallpaper. This is going to be very big for your overall theme and customization of your device. What you would do is go to this HDQ Walls app right here, and you can literally search any kind of category of photo that you want to look for, and you can use those colors to base your theme off of. Once you figure out which wallpaper and lock screen you want to use, I have some pre-downloaded, so I'll just go to those really quick. Now, once you have your home screen and your lock screen wallpaper chosen, like I said, I would suggest you guys use one that has similar colors and a similar theme, so you can pretty much theme and customize your phone around those. So for this video, I'm going to use this. I believe this is a young Goku. I don't think this is Gohan. I could be wrong though. And then also Goku right here. So these are the 2 I'm going to use. As you can see, they have similar colors, the oranges, the blues, whites, and blacks. So that's what we're going to use. All right, so once you have your lock screen and home screen selected, all you want to do is set them. So let's go to set as, this is going to be my lock screen. So set this as my lock screen. And here you have it right here. So you can choose to have it like this if you want, if you like the bigger picture, but the whole point is to customize it a little bit more. So you do have these features right here, frame and effect. I don't see the need to change the effect on here because it just grays everything out or puts a weird tint over it, and I don't want that. So I'm not going to change the effects, but I am going to change the frame. So once I go to the frame, I see this right here, and let's see, maybe I might want to do this one. So the main thing right here is to figure out what kind of fits with the style that you're trying to accomplish and what you like, and then you can change the color of the frame around it. So all this blue, you can change it. So I want to kind of mirror this blue right here that's on his shirt. So once you have your color, as you can see, it will show pretty much just like this. You can move the picture around. I want the full halo showing. So this is pretty much where I want to set my wallpaper, or at least my lock screen from. And then once I have this, you can also download different fonts that you want for your information right here. So if you click on it, you can choose any of these clock styles that you have right here, any different fonts that you want to use. But I do have one that I downloaded. If you want this one in particular, this is what it's called. It's the Graveyard Smash Coffin. You can download that one. I do believe that one was like $1.99 or 99 cents. So if you do want that one in particular, obviously you got to pay, but you have so many options to choose from. You do not have to pick that option, but I'm going to pick that one really quick and then go back. And then that is my clock font right here. And then you can resize it how you see fit, and you can move it from left to right or wherever you want it. So that is exactly what I want it to be, and I want it to be white to kind of go with the wings right here. So I want to set my home screen wallpaper. So you can go right here to set wallpaper, and then home screen, and then change the frame. I want to change the frame to something cool. So I'll change it to this and leave that as that. And then as far as the color, I want, again, something similar to the colors that he has on his uniform. So I have this blue color right here set. Once I have this set, I will click done, and this will be my new home screen. Next thing you want to do is consider icon packs. You don't want these icons right here. I'm pretty sure you don't. You want something that kind of goes with your wallpaper and lock screen. So I would head over into the Galaxy theme store. Again, these are free. So just type in theme right here, go to themes, and then you'll have plenty of options to choose from. So as far as what I'm trying to accomplish, this is very clean, a very smooth look, and I will look for icons that will kind of go with the least accented color, just to make it pop a little bit, and just so there's not an oversaturation of one particular color. Like, I don't want to put an orange color as far as my icons. Same with like these darker browns. So what I'm going to go with is like a white trim. This white highlight that's in his hair, I'm going to go with that kind of icon pack. So I do have one downloaded already. Just click on my stuff and then go to icons right here. Usually I go with this icon pack right here. It's called Mini Black. I don't know why it's called that, because they're white. So once you figure out the icon pack you want, just click apply, and there you go. It's applying that icon pack, so we'll get rid of those default ones. And now I have icons that look like this instead of those big bubbly ones. All right, so the next thing you want to do is consider your color palette. Now what I mean by that is all this right here. All this, you can change the color palette to kind of go with your theme wallpaper. Again, this is free. You do not have to pay for this stuff. So what you want to do is you want to go to wallpaper and style in your settings, and right here you will see color palette. Once you click on color palette, by default, it usually defaults to a color palette that is similar to your wallpaper you already have set. So just click on color palette if it's not already activated for you. And as you can see right here, you have several options to choose from. Now this one, as you can see, it goes well with this theme right here. You click on the color palette of your choosing. You have more options over here, and you can also choose basic colors, and it gives you a preview. As you're clicking on it, it gives you a preview of what your icons will look like. So far, this one looks like the best one right here. So this one pretty much goes with my entire phone. And then once I click apply, it's going to make that the theme of my phone. Now, you can also kind of mess with it when it comes to your dark mode versus light mode, and it will make your colors a little bit richer and a little bit changed from what you already set it as. All right, so the next thing you want to do to customize your phone is think about the widgets, how you want them to complement your theme that you're going for. This is where the KWGT app comes in, because it allows you to customize your clock. So this is pretty much what I've created already. The reason I saved it on here is because it takes a little bit of some time to create in the KWGT app. But basically, you hold down on your home screen, press widgets right here. Once you have the KWGT app downloaded, you just type in KWGT, hit the arrow down, and basically you can see how you want your widget. So it gives you the dimensions of how you want it to appear. It really doesn't matter which one you select, because once you select it and drag it over here, you can then change the borders of how you want the app to appear, how big you want it, how long you want the app to show up. This is pretty much what I have for here. So once you have the dimension set of how you want it to look, you basically click out of it and then click back on it. Now you go into the menu where you have several different clock options, weather options on how you want to show the day of the week it is, what the time is, the temperature, whatever the case is. Just depends on which one you select. This is the one I selected. So once you figure out which one you want, you just click on it. Once you click on it, it basically gives you a full menu of customizing it. If you want it to be longer, taller, if you want the words to be more transparent, things like that, the time to be bigger, you can do all that. And once you click save right here, the save icon, it will save it to your home screen. So let's just save this to show you really quick. Once you have that saved, that is how it's going to show up here. So do not, or try to at least, don't exit out the app until you create the kind of widget that you want for that clock and that time of day. You can have other widgets like your shortcuts or smart things right here. I have my smart things shortcuts right here. So when I'm leaving home, I can click work or whatever the case is. Notes, I have that set there as well. But another thing to keep in mind with your widgets, I would suggest you long press on whichever widget you want. Some widgets don't have this option, but mostly the default Samsung ones have this option. But you long press the widget and then click on settings. Now, once you click on settings, you have this menu right here, these options. So basically, you can match your widget with your dark mode or not, but you can also change it yourself to make the widget more transparent or less transparent. I found out for most of the apps that I like, they all pretty much need to be transparent, just so I can get the most out of the theme and the wallpaper that I'm trying to accomplish. So another widget that I would like to add to this is like the Samsung internet. So I do use the internet often, and I use the search bar often. So what I would do is just bring this over here, put this on here, and probably drag this to about right here. But again, like I said, you can long press on the widget and then click on settings. I like all of my apps, or at least my widgets, set to transparent. If you use your Google search bar a lot, which I do, you can customize how you want that widget to show up on here. But the reason why I didn't clump this in with the widget section is because the Google app or the Google search bar, the customization is pretty much in its own category. So basically you would have to long press right here, go to your widgets, and then I can just type in Google right here, and then you can see the options that it gives you. So what I would do is long press right here, hold this here, and then shrink that down right here. Now I already changed this in my settings, so that's why it came out as this color, but you will have to go into the Google search bar settings, not by holding this, because as you can see, you don't have the settings tab right here, But to basically change the way this Google widget shows up, you would go click on Google right here and then click on your account right here. Once you click on your Google account, just go to settings. It's as simple as that, and scroll down until you see search widget. Now that is what I'm using right here. That is the Google search widget, and then click on customize widget. Now, as you can see, you have several different options right here. If you click on the G or the Google logo, it will give you an option to have the full thing drawn out like Google, or just have the G for Google. And then if you go to the next one, you can change how you want the actual tab to show up. So if you want it to be very squared off, or kind of roundish square, or just like a bubble like this, you can choose to do that as well. You also have different color palettes, so you can change it from the Google grayed out icon right here, the white Google logo, the black Google logo, or you can change it to the colors that you see fit. You can change the hue and the saturation. So that's so much customization all in this app. And then you can change the transparency on how solid you want this thing to be. So next thing you want to do is go to your edge lighting. A lot of people don't think to customize this. This basically is something for when you get notifications, how you want your phone to notify you as far as a visual feedback. Now this is pretty much one of my favorite features. So you just go search right here and then type in edge and click on this edge lighting style. This is what you're looking for right here. So once you click on edge lighting style, go to edge lighting style again, and basically you have these different ways to notify you of your notification. So you can pick on how you want the animation to show up. Several different options. This is for any incoming like text message notification. You can choose from any of them, and you can change the color of any of them. So I chose the effect of echo right here, and this is what it looks like, and then color. Another thing you want to do that a lot of people do not think about is your call background. If you don't change this, you're gonna have the default Samsung call background, and in my personal opinion, it's not as pleasing as having something of your own. So basically what you want to do is the same thing you did for the edge lighting style. Just search it, call background right here, click on this, and then it will highlight where it's at. Click on call background again, and this is the default. It pretty much comes in. We just click on one of these, or you can search. Let's go back really quick. You can go to custom, and then you can add new, or you can delete the backgrounds. To add a new one, you just usually delete whatever you have here. But yes, this is the one that I want. I like the way this looks, and it goes with my theme. So all you got to do is click set call background, and that is it. All right, so another thing you want to do is to set your chat background for your text messages. All right, so once you're in any of the message chats or group chats or just regular messages in your phone, all you have to do is click on these three bars right here. Once you click on those, you can click on customize chat room. So once you click on customize chat room, it will look like this. Once you click on your gallery, just select what album you want to choose the photo from, and then you can basically set that as your chat background. So again, I want to use instead of using my lock screen one again, because I already have that for the call background, I will use my home screen. And then you can basically crop how big or how small you want that chat background to be. So I think it's good at about here. This looks about good. And then once you click done, it will show up like this. This is what your messages will look like. And then make sure to click on apply to all chat rooms. That is very important, because if you don't click that, some of your chat rooms or all the other ones besides the one you're customizing will be that default Samsung one. You want to apply this to all of them. All right, so the last thing you want to do, and this is specific to the Galaxy S24 Ultra in particular, is your always on display. So as you can see right here, you can set where your always on display is your actual lock screen instead of the default always on display options that you have, where it only shows like a small little picture or your time or a calendar. Now you can use the full lock screen, and you can actually make it dim it out and lower the lighting a little bit, or the brightness a little bit, to dim it out to save battery. But if you double tap on it, it will bring the picture pretty much to life with what you have your lock screen as. So to accomplish that, all you want to do is type in always on display right here. Oh my gosh, I can't spell. Always on display. Once you click on always on display, it will bring up the option right here. Click on it again, and then you have these options right here. So make sure this is turned on, and then show lock screen wallpaper, make sure to toggle that on, and then erase background. If you don't erase background, it will just have it blue like this. So as you can see, if I don't erase lock background, it will show like this. But if I do want to erase the lock background, it will show like this. So I like the blue showing. There is a way to kind of manipulate your lock screen. So for example, this picture, this is from the Lensa app that I use and I downloaded. So if I want to set this as my lock screen or my home screen, so let's just go to lock screen really quick. You will see that the app, or at least the wallpaper, it looks like this. So I think this app is super cool to have an AI generated version of me that I've never seen before. I think it's freaking awesome, but I think you can also customize it a little bit further by clicking on frame right here. Now with certain apps or certain photos, and you can use this for any portrait photo of yourself on your phone. You don't have to download this app in particular to accomplish this. You can use any portrait photo of yourself, but you can pretty much move the subject in the picture outside of the frame of the actual lock screen, so you can have a look like this. And then as far as like color, say you want to change it to like purple, and then you can pretty much accomplish a look like this for your lock screen. So let's hit done right here. So as you can see, once that is saved, this is my lock screen. Pretty much the same thing, but now with the frame that you set, you can make the subject kind of stick out of that actual frame. Now, again, you don't have to download that app. That, like I said, that's completely optional. You can use any portrait photo of yourself, but I think these AI ones are very cool. All right, you guys, so that is pretty much how you accomplish the look that I was showing you guys earlier. Again, you can use this with any wallpaper, any widget that you see fit. This is basically just to give you guys a blueprint or a foundation on how to accomplish a certain look. This video has been long enough. Spidey's telling me to wrap it up, so that's what we're going to do. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you in the next one. Peace.